What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Your boy Tamain here. It's been a long time since we have made a video and install with Bludini here. The car has been sitting for a minute. I've been going through a lot of issues with the car, that's why I have not been uploading. But in today's video, guys, as you can see, we have 47-pound injectors because we are finally about to be full bolt-on E85 and move some power up in this car. I have a ported Boss 302 manifold with a JLT Series 1 cold air intake. Cooks 1 7/8 long tube headers, basically straight pipe all the way back. I'm still yet to do watt pulls with the car since I installed the headers. Y'all know I installed the headers like literally like 2 weeks ago. I had codes with the car, but it turned out that my air intake was not connected to my throttle body. And I'm also going to be throwing on a 90mm throttle body, which is right on over there. Without further ado, let's get right into the install, guys. Firstly, I had to do a log with Lunge. Simple with the stock injectors, I had to send them like a log so they can get the fuel trims, make sure everything's running correctly. I didn't know I had to do that, but just watch out for that if you do need to do that. The tools needed for this is simply a 10mm and an 8mm. I have the Boss 302 manifold, so I don't have to take off my my brace. But if you have a brace, you're gonna need a 12mm socket. It's a 10mm deep socket and an 8mm socket. So let's get right on into it. I'm gonna first start off by disconnecting the battery, then I'm gonna disconnect the air intake and the throttle body because I have the Boss 302. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and remove my air intake. Next up, I'm gonna remove these hoses right here off from the side of the bracket on both sides. Right there, and then there's 4 bolts, 2 on each side, 10mm deep socket. Take these things right up on out. As I've taken those bolts off, took the brackets off, now I'm gonna take the styrofoam off the fuel rail right here. Okay, this is much easier doing this with my thing in hand. We're gonna access our fuel rails. We're basically already here, guys. Basically already here, and the other styrofoam on the left side. Here we go, here's our fuel rails right here. But first, let's get another bolt right here. 4 bolts that are holding the fuel rails in. Get up on in here with your deep socket. Y'all can see that bolt right there. That's where we're gonna go. Come on, break it loose. Damn, that shit's really on there. Okay, y'all get the gist. Take off that bolt, there's 4. As I keep on screwing this off, these guys are pretty long. All right, after untightening the last bolt for the fuel injector rail, we're gonna go ahead and take the injector harnesses off. Just clip them all. These there's 8 of them, obviously. One right there, one right there, one right there, one right there, the yellow ones. Just clip. All you gotta do is pinch in and pull out. Okay, I got the harnesses out, as you guys can see right here. Just a little clip. All you do is just pinch it in. You can slide it out with one hand or both hands, make it easier. That's why I couldn't do it with the camera, but I got all the harness off. Now it's time to lift up on one side of the fuel rail, and you're gonna lift up on the other side. So I'm gonna show you guys because they're in there. Boom, just like that. That one side's off. Now we're gonna go to the other side. The other side. And we're gonna lift up. Oh shit. There's still fuel in here. Boom. So for this fuel rail line right here, you're gonna have to disconnect this tab right here. Make sure you get a towel or some type of rag or something because there's definitely gonna be fuel here and straight. These 2 tabs, you literally just like pinch them. Pinch these 2 tabs in. That pops out, and be ready because this shit about to squirt. Oh snap. Alright, it wasn't that much, as you guys can see. It was only a little bit that popped out. A little bit of fuel. Oh shit, no, actually, never mind, it's a lot. Yep, it's still coming out. Gotta hold this thing up. Okay guys, so after I lifted up on the fuel rail, I went ahead, I took my throttle body off. Now after the throttle body, supposedly you gotta take off, vacuum right there, and we might have to take off one more right here. This is my purge valve relocation to my Boss. I'm gonna have to take this off and another line underneath. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take another line off the Boss, so then I can grab this fuel rail and bring it underneath and up. Loosen up. Okay, that line is off right there. And then you're gonna need like 2 you're gonna need a set of pliers, 2 set of pliers for clamps right here to get this hose off. So I got one set of pliers, another set with both hands, push down the clamp, bring it out. Now with that being said, now that it's out, this hose should be able to come out of right there. Well, with the boss, we gotta lift up, like as you guys can see here. I was trying to do it before. Lift up on the rails, go all the way up, and you gotta go under. Come on, just like so, to pull it out. You guys seen that one of these fuel injectors had fell out as I was taking it out. That's simply because I had to retrace. I already installed, basically I'm fast forwarding, I already installed the fuel injectors, but I forgot to put the clips back in. However, let's get to the point where I'll show y'all how to take the clips out and continue the video now. Now that we got the fuel rail out, I'm just gonna let all the fuel get out of the fuel rail. In order to take the fuel injectors off, there's this tab right here. It literally just slides over. One slides over, and then whoa, snap, man, that popped out. Well, yeah, be careful so it don't spring out. But after I got then popped that one out, which one was it? It was this one right here. Popped it out. The O-ring should come off, and it should allow, you know, well, the O-ring shouldn't come off. Make sure the O-ring comes with the stock fuel injector. Come on, man, look around. Oh snap, a lot of fuel in there. As you can see, yeah, a lot of fuel. So be careful where you dump this fuel. Honestly, this grass is probably not the best place. Now that I got all the stock injectors out, make sure you guys get all your O-rings off. Make sure all the O-rings come with the stock ones. Now we got our E85 injectors. We're gonna toss these bad boys up into here. Simply plug and play, like you did. That slid easily up on in there, just like that. So simple. Boom. And that should be good. Okay, they are all in. Boom. Simple as that. Now for the reinstallation, you're just gonna put everything back together, y'all. It's just simple as that. This is it. Just throw this right back on under there. Line it up with the holes. You can be all set in stone. Come on. There we go. After installing the fuel rail, just push down on it a little bit evenly, because if you push down on one side's gonna pop up. So push down on one side evenly. You can feel a little bit of thump to where it goes in, but at the same time you really won't feel it. Now let's go and reinstall everything, connect all the harnesses back, put all the bolts back in, and we'll be done. Now as you guys can see, I assembled everything back here for the fuel rail installation. And guys, honestly, changing your injectors, not the hardest thing, is the easiest thing. It took me 20 minutes to do this. 10 minutes to take everything off, 10 minutes to put it right back on. Now we're about to go ahead and install a BBK 90mm throttle body paired up to my ported Boss 302 manifold. Now I'm really doing this to do a comparison. A lot of people say the 9mm throttle body does not help, and I would agree. If you're on a stock manifold, if your car is stock whatsoever, throwing on a 90mm throttle body will not help your car whatsoever. Since my car is dang on near full bolt on, I'm just gonna try it out. We're gonna do some downhill runs and everything. I keep telling y'all. And this 90mm throttle body, I just spoke to Lund. They say I don't need a tune to throw it on. So that's kind of good, because I'm gonna throw the 90mm on, do a downhill run, and then I'm gonna throw my stock throttle body back on, do a downhill run, compare the numbers, see which one works best. I only spent $250 for this thing. It was used. It's not even new. I didn't spend no $600 or none. I would never do that. Let me install this BBK 90mm throttle body. Transitioning, we installed the BBK 90mm throttle body. Unfortunately, Lund has closed when I was doing the tune. It's a Friday, so unfortunately I can't drive the car through the weekend. I gotta wait till Monday till they reopen. That's one thing to note. If you're looking for a tune, try to get it like Monday, so then you can have the whole week to possibly drive the car. Now it's Friday. They're closed Saturday and Sunday, so I can't do nothing. This car's got to sit. I told y'all, they told me that I don't need a tune with the 90mm throttle body, the BBK one. Now with some FR 90mm throttle body, like brand FR or something, they said you need a tune. But I'm thinking that since my car is already tuned, I don't need an extra tune. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know, because I've heard you need a tune with these 90mm throttle bodies, but they told me not with the BBK at least. Some questions that you guys might have with this process of going to E85 is driving down to like the 0 mile mark or trying to drain all your gas. That's what I tried to do before letting Lund know that I was even going E85, because I thought you had to do that, which you do. However, that's not the first thing you got to do. The first thing that I had to do was do a log with Lund. So I drove my car all the way to 0 miles. Then I told Lund, yo, I'm gonna go E85. Then they're like, you have to do a log first on pump gas first. I'm like, what? I drove my car all the way down to 0 miles thinking that I was, you know, about to swap these injectors, go this and that. But no, I had to do a log first on pump gas. So I had to go pump more 93. Then, now, do the log, send them the file, throw on the injectors, and after the injectors are on, which are on now, Monday when they open up, I'm gonna load up the flex fuel tune, pump some E85, then drive down to 0 miles, and then we're gonna go strictly E85. That's what I am thinking. That's what they basically sent me. That's how I'm thinking it's gonna go. I know that probably did sound confusing, because honestly, it might not be that confused if you guys done this process already, but this is my first time doing it, so I'm a little bit confused on the process. That's why I'm gonna wait till they open Monday again and see. Once again, leave a like if any of this stuff helped y'all out, or if it's gonna help you out in the future, if you take it into consideration. Guys, if you did this install before, or if you know anything special, leave a comment down below, because it definitely helps out a lot of people. That's where I go when I don't know anything. I look at all the comments, because everybody has their own perspective on different things, and they have different notes for the video. We are at 3,000 subscribers. Make sure you guys subscribe if you are new. I can't wait to get this car back on track and get to racing. We haven't seen this car racing whatsoever, this beast. But hey, we about to be full bolts on E85, Bludini in action, man. We going.